Looking for some digital magic to help you through your week? The Kingdom Report is here for you, covering the latest Disneyland and Disney World news, experiences, and events. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Kingdom Report Live so you never miss an update. And drop a subscribe on the Kingdom Report YouTube channel for new videos every week. Don't miss out. Join this growing community of theme park fans as we aim to connect you to more of what makes you happy. For more information, visit kingdomreportlive.com. And now, back to the magic.
How's it going, friends? Wade Heath here at the Kingdom Report, bringing you another live edition. You know, if magic to you is winning a copy of my new book, Stand Alone, The Walt Disney Way, well, then you are in luck. You know, we love rewarding you for watching or listening to this show. All you have to do to win your very own copy is head on over to the Kingdom Report on YouTube. Right after the live show is over, leave the comment with the phrase that pays this week. And the phrase that pays is Hollywood Studios. Hollywood Studios is the phrase that pays this week. You have between now and Monday morning at 8 a.m. Pacific time in which to enter. If you are the winner, we will reach out to you and get this book shipped to your direction by entering Hollywood Studios after the live show. Or you can get your own copy right now on Amazon. And on today's broadcast, Disneyland Resort is looking to absorb an Anaheim street as part of its Disneyland Forward concept. We'll discuss. The Walt Disney World Resort is going to be raising ticket prices yet again in 2025. Several Disneyland attractions closed going into spring break. And a new Disney World hotel perk you need to be aware of. It gets you into a park for free. And how to have the best Disney spring break ever. I am joined by my very good friends, Tyler Crouch, Katrina Manzoni, Garrett Hassel. It is time for an all-new Kingdom Report Live. We couldn't be happier that you're here, so stick with us, because this show, it begins straight ahead.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
Well, I wish I could say it was a beautiful day outside of the Disneyland Resort, but a wee bit rainy, a little bit dreary in Southern California today, rain across the Southland, and Disneyland is not immune, not at all. In fact, Disneyland dealing with that unfortunate wet environment. If you are somebody who watches the show regularly, then you'll know that last week we talked about things you could do to make the best. Right? Make the most of your time in the rain. Boy, was that video timely or what? That segment was absolutely timely. Wade Heath through the Kingdom Report, back with you once again for an all-new Kingdom Report Live. So glad you could be with us here at the Warner Brothers Studios Media District in Burbank, California, right around the corner from the Walt Disney Studios. Yeah, it's rainy here too, so everybody's feeling a little bit of dampness out there. But no matter where you are, whether it's sunny, rainy, snow, grateful to have you with us on this very show where we talk about all things Disney parks news, trip tips, trivia, and more. We've got it all for you. We are your Disney family, and we can't wait to share a little bit of the magic with you. Whether you listen to us via any podcast platform or whether you watch us Facebook Live or over at the Kingdom Report on YouTube, it means so much that you could be a part of our weekend and that we could be a part of yours. Who is we? Well, that would be the Disney family that I'm referring to. Here with me in studio is the great one, Tyler Crouch.
Wow. Thank you.
You're
Well, okay, I was waiting for the sound effect. That was a pretty kind one today.
Our theme park analyst who is so full of knowledge and facts, it sometimes makes you go, what? And
What?
yeah, right alongside him, His better half, our princess in residency. She is a travel agent extraordinaire. She goes by the name of Katrina Manzoni.
Yay!
Yay.
Everybody.
Yay.
I think it was a beautiful day. It's like rainy, so maybe there's not going to be like a lot of people in the parks today. Who knows?
I think
good
it's a
tip.
beautiful day too.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
It's all cozy.
We talked about it on the last show. It's something fun, make sure you wear your umbrella. We prepared. I did not bring my galoshes this time, so that's my fault. That's my fault, because I don't think it's going to be that bad, but I do have my umbrella. Got to keep my hair nice.
Keep that hair all in place.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Can't have frizz.
We don't want frizz. Not in this environment. No,
No.
ma'am. No.
It's not called for that today.
You know who always has perfect hair? The Golden Goose himself. He is
true.
Oh my.
our reporter. He is standing by. He is Garrett Hassel with a master's degree.
Wow.
Whoa, look at that.
Doing, aloha and my good friend Stitch. Good times and tan lines. You guys aren't getting that in the rain, but we got good hair, so we don't care.
That's the way I feel.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. You've got that beautiful haircut over there, Wade.
Oh, thank you. Yes.
It is
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Just in time for spring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Nice fresh cut. It's like spring cleaning type of thing. You just clean off your old dead ends.
Shave it off. Move along. Ready for sun.
You're ready
and
for
then it pours.
more cruises.
More
Yeah.
cruises. Bring on the cruise line.
Yeah,
Bring on the sunshine.
for sure.
Bring on the beauty. That's what I need.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
So
perfect.
gorgeous.
Well, thank you for the
Gorgeous.
compliment. Garrett Hassel,
Yeah.
I understand that you are the man of the moment because it is time for a show toast. And therefore, we encourage you all to grab yourself a cup of something good, a mug, a glass, anything you want. It doesn't matter what time it is. Fill it up with something delicious and join us in a toast for a new show. Garrett, you have the
Oh.
honor this week. What are we
What is
toasting?
this mug? It's not our
I
mug.
got an Alani cup today because some of Ariel's family decided to go to Alani and then also do the 11-day cruise from Hawaii to Vancouver. So
Where are they going?
What's it called?
they went to Alani, the Disney Hawaiian Resort, and then
How do you
they
pronounce
hopped
that?
On a what?
How do you pronounce it again?
Alani?
I don't think that's...
I've never heard anybody pronounce it like that.
It sounds.
Say Alani?
Hey!
there you go.
Yeah.
Look at him
Say
go.
Alani.
You could,
Tomato,
you know
tomato.
what?
You know what I mean?
Some
you
people,
do you, Golden Goose.
some people say Pirates of the Caribbean. Some people say Pirates of the Caribbean. You do you. That's
You
what
say
I
Alani, I
It's
say Alauni. How about that?
See, I think of the energy drink Alani, and that's why I don't want to say it. I
There's
think
an
of
energy drink
Alani
called
I
Alani.
didn't know.
because in the Hawaiian language, they don't like
The
they
more you
say
know.
the I sound over the E.
Why?
I feel like I've even heard like Joe Rohde say Alani, so that's why I'm a little confused. But maybe he's been saying it. Maybe he doesn't know what he's
Well,
talking about.
Garrett, as you were saying, I believe we have a toast.
Yeah,
we not?
Let's toast to Alani.
Well, regardless, the toast today is actually to the Oriental Land Company that is showing once again that they can do Disney's job with theme parks better than Disney can, because they just showed a great little preview of what Fantasy Springs is at their beautiful Tokyo Disney Resort. And can I just say, wow, they just keep outdoing, the park that they just pay for the rights to use. So good job.
They make
to
us
the
look like
Oriental Land
fools.
Company and to Fantasy Springs. So yeah, cheers.
Cheers.
Oh,
Cheers.
beautiful.
Yeah.
So good.
As I have
Fantasy
often
Springs,
heard.
it looks so clean and fresh, and they're adding a new hotel. I think the rooms are like $2,000 a night. But
Yikes.
can you put a price on Magic? Can you really?
Yes.
Yeah, they did.
Sure did.
No.
No, and it costs. Yes, and what can be done when you have a budget? That's the proof. Yes. Outstanding. Well, a big old cheers. Thank you, sir. And we do have lots of Disney news stories to get you caught up on here this week, so stand by. We've got a Disney news review for you now.
Disney News Review time. Take a look at some of the biggest stories from across the Walt Disney Company in the past week. Orange County Register reporting a road the Disneyland Resort proposes to buy from Anaheim is utilized almost exclusively for resort visitors, and only a few dozen drivers a day use it for getting to other places, company officials say, as they seek to address resident concerns raised during recent public meetings. Disney is hoping to buy Magic Way, a 1,150-foot road on the west side of the resort from the city, as part of its $1.9 billion Disneyland Forward proposal to further develop its resort property with new theme park areas and hotels. As critical votes to approve those expansion plans draw near, Disney on Monday during a Planning Commission workshop shared data from a Magic Way traffic study that found more than 99% of vehicle trips are Disney-related, and only a few dozen drivers during peak hours use the road as a cut-through. Disney is asking the city to give it more flexibility to choose where it builds new theme park areas, hotels, and dining within its existing footprint, and in return has committed to invest at least $1.9 billion into the resort and give Anaheim money for affordable housing, parks, and transportation. The City Council is expected to vote on the Disneyland Forward project in April, including agreeing to sell some roads to Disney. East Bay Times reporting Disneyland will close 4 attractions for seasonal refurbishments during the biggest seasonal food festival of the year and just before spring break crowds begin flocking to the Anaheim theme parks. Radiator Springs Racers and Credit Coaster, Redwood Creek Challenge Trail, and Sailing Ship Columbia will temporarily close either right now or early March as part of Disneyland's standard refurbishment schedule. The attraction closures join the Astro Orbiter, Grizzly River Run, Haunted Mansion, Splash Mountain, and Fantasmic that were already shuttered for refurbishment. The timing of these attraction closures coincides with the 2024 Food and Wine Festival that started March 1st at California Adventure. Radiator Springs Racers and Cars Land just reopened, as a matter of fact, on March the 1st after a several-day closure and refurbishment there. The Incredicoaster in Pixar Pier will go down March 4th through the 14th for a slightly longer seasonal refurbishment, and the Redwood Creek Challenge Trail will close on March 4th for an extended refurbishment that will stretch through at least early April, according to the Disneyland website. Good news, though, the temporary closure of the Sailing Ship Columbia was short-lived as it closed on the 26th of February through Thursday, February 29th, and the Astro Orbiter closed in late November for an extensive refurbishment. The Rocket Spinner ride at the entrance to Tomorrowland in Disneyland is expected to return March the 14th. And the Haunted Mansion closed in January for an extensive renovation of the outdoor queue area that will add a new accessibility elevator for wheelchair users exiting the ride and a new retail shop at the attraction's exit. Disneyland has not announced a reopening date for the popular dark ride. USA Today reporting Disney World is introducing a huge new perk for guests of its owned and operated resort hotel. Starting next year, guests staying within the Disney Resorts collection will be able to visit a Disney water park for free on their check-in date. There are 2 water parks on the Florida property, Typhoon Lagoon and Blizzard Beach, though only one is operated at a time in recent years. One-day tickets usually start at $64 for guests over age 10 and $58 for kids ages 3 to 9. The free entry perk will only apply to guests staying at Disney's owned and operated resort hotels, which range from the value level all-star resorts all the way to the deluxe Grand Floridian. It will not apply to other hotels on Disney property that are owned and operated by third parties like Marriott Swan and Dolphin, the military-affiliated Shades of Green, or the various Good Neighbor hotels located near Disney Springs. Disney World also confirmed that early theme park entry and extended evening theme park hours will continue to be available to its resort hotel guests next year. Extended evening hours are only available to guests of Disney's deluxe resorts and other select hotels. Click Orlando reports that it's about to be one of the busiest months at Walt Disney World, and for those planning a vacation next year, there's been a noticeable price change. Theme park and hotel bookings for 2025 are now open on the Disney World website. The average price for a single-day admission ticket in 2025 has increased by $10 per person, with ticket prices varying based on the date picked. According to the 2024 calendar, the lowest price ticket is $109 for admission on a less crowded day to Disney's Animal Kingdom theme park. For 2025, the starting price for a ticket is $119. That's before including the 6.5% sales tax or add-ons such as Park Hopper, Memory Maker, or the Water Park and Sports option. Last year, Disney World announced a price adjustment for its annual passes for new sales and renewal. So far, there's been no announcement of a price increase in 2024.
Anytime you got to pay more for something, certainly that is a hot topic, right? And Walt Disney World now kicking prices up just a notch for the 2025 theme park tickets have riled up plenty of folks this week. Tyler, your assessment of this theme park ticket price hike?
Is anybody how can we be surprised anymore? I don't know how anybody could be surprised or outraged or anything by it, because it is what it is. It's just, you know, I remember like here in Southern California, we've got like insane gas prices all the time. We're always like way higher up than like the rest of the country. And I remember like watching the news, and there'd be so many different reports constantly of there would be like news reporters getting up there being like, this just in, the gas prices are going up again. And I would be like, that's not news. Like, news is when
This is the norm.
Yeah, that's news is when something out of the normal happens. Like, so I always felt like, hey, when the gas prices stop going up or like when they go down, then you can be like, hey, you know, this is news. So that's how I feel about this. I'm just kind of like, this is what's expected. This is what they're going to keep doing. They keep making the money. People keep going. And my assessment is if they're going to have people coming, they're going to keep on raising the prices. That's just how it is. It's just how they do it.
Not too far out of whack
when
this
you're
time.
CEO, they'll do the same.
That's right.
You know
Tyler,
what?
tell them the truth.
You got to take care of the company. Maybe I'll only raise it by like a few cents.
A few cents.
A few cents.
A few pennies.
A few pennies.
I mean, this time around only $10, so not too terribly much. However, these incremental increases, they add up over time.
Yeah, they
and,
do.
now, of course, every time they raise that price, you're now paying more than you've ever paid before. Garrett, tell me, do these ticket price hikes keep you away?
Well, as an annual pass holder, you know, I'm sort of, at least if they raise the price throughout the year, I'm sort of locked into what I paid for. So as an annual pass holder, it doesn't really affect me all that much. They'll probably raise AP prices, you know, again and again and again, like they have been doing. And as long as I find that the amount of trips that I take equal out to how much I would spend on tickets and I, you know, manage to receive more, then I'll keep coming back. I do think that if they continue to keep rising, it's going to, you know, marginalize people where you're going to have only, you know, the upper middle class and the, you know, very wealthy being able to experience the parks, and those that, you know, have lesser means can't experience it at all. And they'll go to Universal where they can get more bang for the buck, or, you know, other competitions such as SeaWorld, Busch Gardens, Six Flags, or even, you know, Fun Spot or something like that. But Disney's going to do what they're going to do, and they know that they have the demand, and so of course they're going to increase the price to keep up with supply and demand models and all that stuff. So at the end of it all, I'm not surprised by this, and I'll keep him back. I love Disney. We all talk about it on here. We love Disney, but I'm definitely going to try and get more bang for the buck. When it comes to, you know, visiting the parks, I want to make sure I maximize the amount of my annual pass, so that way it's not me taking a loss in the end of it.
Parks, more busy than ever, more crowded than ever. Prices go up. We all complain. Attendance seems to be strong. Capacity seems to be inundated.
Yeah.
Tale as old as time, Katrina.
It is. But is the happiness level that you get back the same?
That value, right? Happiness and value.
I don't think there is. I think that when the prices go up, more stress happens, right? For the people that have been saving for years and years and years to take this one vacation, and then one thing goes wrong, and then everything unravels, and then your happiness level and satisfaction just completely just plummets, right? So you already paid it, yeah, but are you going to go back? Probably not for a couple years. And then that's when there's like a disconnect of that happiness. And maybe that kid later on is going to, like, I don't know, be resentful. Who knows? So a lot of things that happen here. I keep thinking about it just because it's like what Garrett said. It's just like, you know, the higher, you know, middle class area and the wealthy are going to go because they have the means to, right? But then there's like the lower level where, yeah, they will be saving and they will be trying to go, but will they have that same satisfaction than like the wealthy that are going to be going, right? Because they're going to be staying probably at a different hotel, and then they're going to spend like so much money for like Genie Plus, Lightning Lane, all that kind of stuff.
All the extras, right?
And all the extras. And then they're going to like add it up, and they're like, okay, well, we're not going to do this for a very, very long, long time, you know?
Katrina, I've got a question for you and the rest of our team, which is, have any of you received a survey in a long time? Like, you know, tell us about your experience, because I haven't gotten one in a long, long time. And, you know, I just did a trip to Walt Disney World over the winter, and I didn't receive one that was, hey, tell us about your experience here. Tell us about your time. I haven't gotten one, and I don't know if it's because I'm an annual pass holder or if they're just doing it in the parks, because you need to be able to measure the satisfaction levels, because, you know, that's an emotional thing, and you can't, like, you know, people coming into the parks doesn't always show happiness. It just shows who's coming. So I didn't know if you're getting surveys or who are they surveying to show that there's clearly happiness and satisfaction will raise prices.
Yeah, I think they probably try to do it based off of like the hotel and like the single tickets probably. I mean, I get like an email from Disneyland being like, "Thanks for coming," and I'm just like, "Ugh, F you."
I got a survey actually February 21st
from Disneyland.
from Disneyland.
Disney
Did
World's
he
not
do
sending
it?
them out.
No.
I did not do it. Yeah.
I think my
Disney World, we haven't done it yet because we haven't been for a while. So
I think my last one came in October. I had received one of those surveys that asked me, tell us about your experience and what did you think and that sort of a thing. I know that department still exists. You know, the guest survey team, they're still there. And so I know that they're compiling and they take it very seriously. I know that from having been there and just the analytics involved in trying to crunch those numbers and, you know, that feedback. Now, the department might still exist, but what do they do with the information?
Yeah.
and when it does get presented, the decision makers are really where it rests at, and what do they do with it? So, yeah, I guess October may have been the last time that I had received one.
I got another one in early December too. So
I'm curious. So you
Are
type
they
in your
just
zip code.
forgetting
You're like,
about
okay,
me
thanks,
then?
bye.
Yeah. What'd you say there?
They're just forgetting about me.
Aw,
oh
don't
no,
want
Garrett,
opinions.
nobody could.
Yeah, that's
Trust
not
me.
right. That's not true.
Impossible.
Mm-mm.
No, sir.
Yeah.
Speaking of not forgetting, did you forget that there are 2 Disney water parks at Walt Disney World? Because I think you did.
I sort of did.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
perhaps Disney World felt that way too, because they want to give you free entry into these parks. Yeah, if you can believe it. Believe it or not, guests staying at Disney World's resort hotels are going to receive free entry to a Disney World water park on the day of arrival. That is the rule when it comes to this option and offer as we venture on into a new era where suddenly the water park becomes an option for you on day one as a perk if you're staying at a Disney World hotel. Katrina, how valuable is a perk like this to, say, a family of 4 who are planning a trip to Walt Disney World, knowing, of course, that they got to do it on day one?
I mean, it's kind of funny, but I mean, listen, if you were thinking about going or maybe you weren't really sure, because again, like ticket prices are really high. Maybe you don't really want to waste your one of your days on the first day you check in. So you're kind of like, what am I supposed to do with the kids to enjoy it? Yeah, if you're staying at a hotel, there is a pool, but it's fun to like have them go out and be adventurous. Like, I mean, you're saving like $54 a person. So yeah, it's like $200. $200 is $200. You can like go to the one of the water parks, enjoy your day, have fun. They close at 5-ish, right? And so they close a little early, and then you can come back. You save $200 technically, girl math. So you could go, enjoy dinner or something at Disney Springs. Is it a great perk? Nah, I don't really. I think it's just like, I think it's just like fake, kind of thing to make you, they're like putting something shiny in your face, being like, hey, look at this free thing that we're giving you, even though we're taking away tons of other things. It's free. So then you're kind of like, ooh, cool. If you come in early, because there's some people that come in early, like Tyler and I like to take red eyes, So we come in at like 6 a.m.
Same here.
It's exhausting. We're tired. Don't know what to do. Sometimes you can't check into your hotel.
You question why you take a red eye at that point.
Yeah, then you question your life and
do.
you're like, why did I do this? And then sometimes your room's ready, sometimes it's not. So then what are you going to do? You're too tired to go to the park. And then we have an annual pass, so it's different. So we could if you wanted to. But if you didn't have and you didn't want to waste it that first day, you can take the kiddos over to the pool, relax over by, Typhoon Lagoon, and then just chill. And then when your room's ready, you guys can go back, take a shower, relax, whatever. So it's worth it. For the people that come in like late on the first day of check-in, it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
but
these water parks are only open,
they're like
a certain
early.
Yeah,
You have to
right.
go
They close at
early.
like 5 or 6 at night
like
most
dusk,
of the time.
and you're like, all right, everybody out. And then if it's raining and there's lightning nearby, Everything is closed.
Have fun in July, everybody.
So, so I don't know. I mean, it's taking place, in 2025. So you still have like a year to kind of figure it out. Maybe they'll change it up a little bit. But, hey, it's like an extra little perk for people that come in early because some people like drive early. Some people fly in early and they don't want to waste money on a, ticket. So, okay, it's something to do because you're going to a park, sort of.
I wonder if they're trying to appeal to Floridians.
Oh, I can see that.
Maybe.
Like
It's a really nice gesture,
the
to
East Coasters,
with all that has been taken away, like you said. I mean,
Yeah.
to have finally a perk like this, it's a nice gesture. It's weird to me that you must do it on the day of your arrival and you don't like get the option, to do it during your visit,
Yeah.
to make it a little bit more convenient. But
It'd be nice to have it like the whole time of your stay.
Right.
You have the option to go.
yeah, this will be the day that I go there. Yeah.
Yeah.
and be able to prepare for it.
Yeah.
I took a red eye and now I'm passed out in Typhoon Lagoon.
Because see you on the lazy
exhausted.
river, just like passed out as you float down.
Can't do this.
They're like, sir, you have to get up. And you're like, no.
Here comes the wave.
Send me around
Wake up.
again.
Everybody run. Run, Garrett, run.
I'm running. No, I don't view this as like a win if you're staying at Disney World. If you were, if you're going for 2 weeks plus, sure. But on your first day, no. And, you get there and the weather's bad. Yeah, no. When I went out, during the pandemic, I had a great time because the weather was absolutely perfect. But those are few and rare, especially in the summertime, where come 2-3 o'clock, you're going to get the scheduled thunderstorm by Mother Nature. And the Disney water parks are fun, but I feel like they're more for locals than actual tourists, because when you come to Walt Disney World, you think of, oh, I want to go to the theme parks. You don't think, oh, I want to go to Typhoon Lagoon or Blizzard Beach.
What?
It's not like Universal, where like Volcano Bay is advertised as, their third gate, and soon will be part of, their entire family, which will have, Epic Universe. Like, they actively say, Volcano Bay, it's our theme park. It's another theme park, even though it's a water park. But they've, done that. You don't hear, come to Walt Disney World, where we have 6 amazing theme parks, and 2 of them have water elements. Yeah, no. I'd rather go on, Tiana or Cali River Rapids over and over than go to these parks sometimes. Like, they're really cool, and if you've never experienced them, I definitely think go out there. And if you're doing a long trip, you should experience them because they're a lot of fun. And also the mini golf is really, really fun. Actually, I really like that. But I don't see this as necessarily a huge win. You save a few bucks. If you have a large family, you save more bucks. But I think most people can get their enjoyment from their resort pool, especially if you're staying at, say, Yacht or Beach. That's where the good pool is.
But those are expensive to
Very
stay
expensive.
per night
Well,
for a
instead
family
of-
of 4.
Okay, yeah. Even though, I don't know, I think you have to really, they're water park people. You have to be a water park person to really enjoy the water parks. And, I think when people go to Disney World, they're not thinking water parks. They're thinking castles and mountains.
And they're
Castles and mountains. Oh, my.
Castles
my.
and mountains, yeah. Those are, and giant trees and golf balls.
and
They don't
country
think of-
bears. Oh my.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I do love those country bears.
Yeah, I mean they are 2 of the best water parks around in existence. They are really spectacular in scope. Would you think that free entry to a Disney World water park might sway your decision making, or maybe a family's decision making when it comes to booking a Disney Resort hotel? This is not extended, as I mentioned in the news story, to third party, right? So Swan and Dolphin are out, Shades of Green is out. You have to stay at a Disney World specific, Disney owned property. And perhaps, as you alluded to here a second ago, where you were mentioning how you feel like perhaps it's more of a locals destination, these water parks, for the folks in Florida than it really is for the outsiders. Perhaps that's the reason why they're trying to shoehorn in more visitors that are staying at the hotels.
It's
because
definitely an oversight. It's
Right?
expensive. Why would you want to add on to your ticket if you don't know if you're going to go and if you're going to enjoy it and waste a day?
Yeah, who
to
wants
go
to do
do it.
that? Think it'll sway anybody?
I think those staying at value resorts probably will take more of advantage of this than those staying at, the deluxe resorts. That's just how I say it, because they see this as part of their value. Do I get more bang for my buck in my vacation? What more can I experience? Especially if I'm on a budgeted trip where I need to stretch the dollar. This is a great way to doing it, to where, hey, maybe instead of going to a theme park, we do the water park all day and then we do Disney Springs at night. I could see that being used, and I would do that if I was, trying to have Disney vacation on a budget. I just think that I'm curious to see how this will how well this will do, and if they will ever share the statistics, which they won't. But I really hope to see that attendance does go up for these for the water parks when they do come out. But who knows? Who knows? It's still too early to tell. This isn't coming, next week. So we'll just wait and see. And if you do go to Typhoon Lagoon, you be sure to say hi to all the lovely people out there. And if you go to Blizzard Beach, you got to say hi to Goofy if he's hanging out there, because I got to hang out with him once there, and it was an awesome shift.
Well, okay. I think
Goofy used to walk around the lazy river, having a good time. Had the most comfortable water shoes.
Just
That's
the
fun.
best. So
The
comfy.
biggest too.
It's true.
And you know what they say about Goofy's big feet? Big ideas.
Big socks.
Right. Oh, those two.
Yeah, big socks.
Right,
Yeah.
big socks. Yeah.
I wonder too if they're competing directly with with Volcano Bay, like Garrett mentioned. Like it seems like they're just trying to get, like, how can you compete with Volcano Bay if you're not going to build a new water park? Just be the value product,
Yeah, you get
And-
two to choose from.
Yeah.
And it helps spread out the crowds from the other parks that are usually inundated and very busy on properties. So
Yeah. And you can't park. I mean, the thing is with Universal, they allow you to go to different pools. Like if you're staying at one hotel, you can go to any other pool you want at any other resort. So if
nice.
you are over at Hard Rock, you can walk your little booty or take a little boat, whatever, to whatever. And you can go to Sapphire Falls and go over the pool over there. If you don't like it, you can go over to Cabana Bay and then go on the lazy river. And you can do all of that stuff. And then Disney, you can't.
pool sharing.
So yeah, it's just I can understand why Disney doesn't do it, because then everybody would probably want to just go
Storm along Bay.
Yeah,
all
and
of us together.
They just go over that way. So I could see this being a decent thing for families to go and just try it to do a water park.
Definitely an
I'm
option.
surprised they don't have the resorts that are part of certain parks. Hey, we're gonna have all them MK resorts. You can pool hop there.
Mm-hmm.
I think that'd be kind of cool. Or the Epcot ones. And then you just keep the value with the value and all that. That's the only way I really see it going. Because I feel like Yacht and Beach and Boardwalk, going back and forth between them, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Because the scary clown face is gone now.
Yeah. Don't have to run from
Sad.
that.
He looked forward to it every single time we were there.
Builds character.
It does.
You like nightmares?
You should be afraid of clowns. Every child should learn that. It's like when you watch those Stranger Danger videos when you're a kid. You gotta be afraid of clowns. That's just how.
See a clown, run.
Yeah.
The more you know.
That's why the circus is gone. That's why there's no more Barnum and Bailey. Actually, it came back, right?
It did come back. Yeah. I learned that early on in my life. I mean, look at how Dumbo was treated.
But he likes clowns from Cirque du Soleil, so it's different. It's different because
different kind of clown.
They're different kind of. They're French clowns.
Yeah,
French
so
clowns are
French
okay.
clowns are fine.
French clowns fine. Don't worry about French clowns. They just like wine and cheese, and they're good.
All that. Will you let us know? Are you going to be swayed at all by Walt Disney World's new perk? If you stay on their property at one of their hotels, you get that first day dedicated to a Disney water park, complimentary. I mean, you're paying for it, but it's a perk. You let us know. Is that something that will sway you? Share it down in the comments. And over at Disneyland this week, hip hip hooray, Disney's PhotoPass photographers have a new costume. Has everybody seen the look of what our Disney PhotoPass photographers here at the Disneyland Resort are going to be looking like here in the near future? Modeling this right now, the great Dave Atkins, a leader's leader on all accounts there at the Disneyland Resort, a man who taught me everything I knew. He is there modeling the new look for Disney PhotoPass photographers. You might recall they come from an era of fishnet vests and white shirts and blue pants. Want to get some reactions to this. This looks very lightweight and breathable, which I'm sure the photographers love. I'll tell you, my first reaction when I saw this was, it's giving Epcot Interventions.
I was gonna say the same
I see
thing.
that a little bit.
It's
Yeah.
bright.
To me,
It's
it gives
bright.
me like a traffic guard, but blue and instead of orange. Like that's
Yeah,
what
that's
I
best.
got.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the parking people.
Yeah,
Don't
Yep.
they have like the they
Yeah,
wear
they
blue,
look like
right?
they could be
Getting
working
test
in the
track
parking
kind of
area.
vibes on it.
yeah, test track maybe.
Yeah. I
I
feel
mean,
like PhotoPass has gone through more costume changes than any other era. Like, Pirates, they've been same like, baggy pants, cool little vest, some stripes. PhotoPass has gone through everything. And
Out east, they have. Out west, they all predominantly have had the same look for a very long time.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it is that khaki fishnet vest. Yeah, I as I understood it, the original costume was designed for them to blend in, because they were there to take the pictures on the peripheral and not necessarily stand out and be a part of, the experience, if you will. And that was the idea behind it. Well, if that was the original intent, boy, do they stand out now. It
Yeah.
goes the completely opposite direction.
I think it'll look fine when you're kind of like walking up, because I don't think it'll be that bright. Like, and especially with the blue skies and stuff that we have
Maybe
right now.
in the sun.
And like our really, really bright castle, I think it'll be fine. But I mean, at least it looks nice and like kind of
Yeah,
lightweight, not.
Yeah, it
'cause
looks really lightweight.
Some photographers like go all out. They crouch, they
some,
crawl,
some have the
they
braces
lay on the
I
ground.
see knee pads sometimes. They're dropping down. They're getting the action
Yeah.
shots. And like sometimes I think they're on the ride because like, they look like they're ready to be. I'll be at the goat. You ready?
Photo shoot.
All that.
We've seen photos of you on rides.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
great
no.
photos.
No
Yeah,
photo pass
that's
person necessary.
I take the best photos on attractions, especially Expedition Everest is my favorite ride ever.
Tyler having the
I
time
love
of
it.
his life. You looking like you need your mommy
It was good.
It
was a good time.
And a vomit bag.
and a vomit bag.
I
We
wish
should
that
do
I
it
couldn't
again.
Grab onto him.
As Paint the Night once said, when can we do that
When
again?
can we do this again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only for you. Only for you will I go on that lovely
Aw.
beast of an attraction.
Oh my gosh.
That's how he sounds getting off of it.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Yeah, I know it's more like me hurling, but yeah.
Yeah, that's him on
Yeah.
it. Honestly,
Yeah.
that's him screaming and.
No, the entire
Pain.
ride up, I'm complaining. I'm like, why am I on this? This
Oh
is
my gosh,
horrible.
I can't even speak. I would be like silent. Just that's what I do.
You seem like, you would be a wild child, daredevil type person, Garrett, but boy, we put you on Expedition Everest and you shut down.
Vulnerable.
Yeah, it's one of the few times where I actually don't talk.
We should put on an Expedition Everest every Saturday. What do you think?
Oh my gosh.
I
That poor boy.
we should try and do a marathon and see how many we can get you on in a row.
Oh, I like that.
Oh my god.
Can I have Canada Dry and some Sprite between rides?
Yeah.
Whatever
Yeah.
it takes.
We're just gonna have like a baggie set up right here in front. You're like,
We just need to do a live show, and I'll do the ride with the camera on, and it will just be
oh my gosh.
3 minutes of.
Why are you saying this, Garrett? They're gonna want you to do it.
No, it's this is how
This is
Why do you
happening.
keep
Do
saying
it.
these ideas?
We can too. Granted, that's a different budget, but I think we're in the same ballpark.
Coming soon
This
to a
is gonna be
screen
fun.
near you, that's for sure.
I'm excited.
Will you let us know, what do you think of the new look when it comes to Disney Photo Pass photographers at the Disneyland Resort? Looking awfully green, awfully blue, looking very cool, I will say. It'll be great for summertime. And we let all of them know, all those photographers know, we got your back. You ever need our help? We're right there to support you, whatever you need. Need to remove that vest? Huh? Need to toss it in the air? We'll be there to catch it for you. Because we support you, PhotoPass photographers. We know you're there to capture every angle.
Oh, I was wondering where we were going with the removing of the clothing, but okay, yeah.
Well, it's all removable.
Yeah.
And they can
I
roll
see.
up sleeves, and
I
they can,
see.
yeah. They've got all the pockets down the sides that they can use. It's a very collapsible type of costume on purpose because suddenly it could heat up. Suddenly the sun
True.
comes out, warms them up, and they're, on the surface of the sun in Toontown.
Southern California is fickle.
It is.
Do they have the zip-off shorts of the early 2000s
that'd be
where
awesome.
it
That'd be
goes
awesome.
from like
That'd
pants
be
to
great.
shorts? They're cargo.
Wouldn't that be
Because if they
something?
have that, then I approve.
They do not, unfortunately.
Dang it.
Oh.
They have a shorts option, and then the cargo pants, I noticed. Really fascinating look they are giving to those photographers now. So again, let us know. What do you think of those costumes down in the comments? Get the trivia on. It is time for the Disney Trivia Minute. Let's go. Disney Trivia time, where we test our team on some of the most important of Disney history questions, just to get the ideas out there and flowing. We love chatting with this group. Some of them have very thoughtful responses, others just respond. And this time around, we are joined by our lovely trivia champions, Tyler Crouch, Katrina Manzona, Garrett Hassel, off-camera producer Tony, to give their take on the trivia questions of the week. We start with question 1. In what month did Disney's Blizzard Beach first open in Walt Disney World? It opened in 1995, but what month in particular? Was it April, May, or June? In what month did Disney's Blizzard Beach water park first open in Disney World? April, May, or June of 1995? Garrett, what do we got?
Well, I was going to go for December at first, but I'm glad that did not happen.
December?
I don't know. It's Blizzard Beach.
That's true.
Blizzard.
Yeah, you want to go, Frost Gator, don't wait for no one. I think that Disney would have done it in May, because they're thinking, you know what, we're opening it in May, give it that little soft cushioning, May bring some heat, and then boom, June hits, summertime, bring in that money, and then now 2024, let's give it to the resorts. So I'm gonna go with May. Lock that in.
It's gonna
Locked
be
in.
May.
Our boy band member has locked it in. It will be May. Katrina, April, May, or June of 1995, when Blizzard Beach first opened at Walt Disney World?
See, I said it's gonna be May, but I think maybe it could have been April.
Okay.
I think it's April, maybe, because they had to get through the kinks, work it all out, getting ready for the summer months.
April is
This was 95.
spring.
They had their stuff together back then. Now they could do openings back then. Nowadays,
Yeah, they didn't know about openings. They're like, I gotta it's like you gotta dip your toe in the water, see
dip.
how it goes. Pool theme. Anyway, okay.
Going with April A. Tyler, Blizzard Beach opened in what month? April, May, or June of 1995?
I think it's got to be April. I don't see another way around it. That's just it.
Not
That's
another
gotta be
way.
it. There's no other way.
It could be May, it could be June, but that is not the
No,
way.
it can't be. There's
This
no
isn't
other
the way.
He just
There is
said.
no other way.
Okay,
Oh my god.
I just said there's no other
Calm
way.
down.
I'm
You
sorry.
cannot.
knowing
I'm
Tony,
sorry to tell you.
he probably was there on opening day, and he actually was the one that actually
True.
went down Summit Plummet first.
I went on every ride first. I was the first lazy river boy.
How
That's
old
what they
were
called
you?
him.
Lazy River Boy.
I was old enough to
Party.
party.
Right.
Thank you, Wade.
You're welcome. There we are. All right, locked it in.
Yeah,
So,
no, April for sure.
Two Aprils
Because
and a
they,
May.
it's like what she said. It's like they needed to be ready for spring break, so they opened that. They're like, let's get this
Spring break's
party
in March.
started.
What'd you say? Spring break's what?
I meant what?
Spring break.
Spring break is like now in March.
I meant to say summer is what I meant to
Yeah.
say.
He knew. He knew
Summer,
what he was
summer
gonna
break
say.
is what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. And producer Tony, in what month did Disney's Blizzard Beach water park first open in Disney World? April, May, or June of 1995?
I'm a rebel.
Oh,
So I'm going to say June. Just
Oh.
because.
just cuz?
That's okay.
Wow.
Because.
Maybe you're right. Probably are. Who knows?
Rebel without a cuz. That's it. There he goes. The answer to which month Disney's Blizzard Beach water park first opened in Walt Disney World is A. April of 1995. Congratulations, Tyler and Katrina. Brilliant.
Thank you.
There could be no other
Mark.
way.
There could have been no other way. That's what I'm saying. You guys got to listen.
I
Garrett
heard
looks
you.
sad.
Did Garrett hear you though?
No, Garrett, you just gotta understand there could have been no other way. I'm sorry.
There's no other way.
Nice try though, bud.
I started out the new year so good, and then it's just been, a Expedition Everest of a time.
Wow. So you mean great? It's been fun then. I love that ride.
Fun for some. Not for that guy. That guy.
That guy.
That guy.
That guy.
I've never been that guy on Monsters Inc., but I hope I never do.
One day we'll make that happen too, as part of the marathon.
You get a sticker. You don't want the sticker?
That'd be fun. I don't
Oh,
want to
okay,
be
I
that
want
guy.
that sticker.
But
I was once the guy that would buy everyone churros on the big screen.
Oh, they didn't give you a sticker though.
Everybody, no, I didn't get a sticker. Everybody cheered. Made me feel great.
they're like, "Where's
and
my
then-
churro?"
And then they all came at you.
And then Roz
Where's my churro, buddy?
disrupted everything.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
We move along with our next trivia question. In what year did the Country Bear Jamboree first open at Disneyland Park? Was it A, 1971, B, 1972, or C, 1974? Garrett, Country Bear Jamboree, Disneyland side obviously no longer exists out west.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
this was long before your birth, you Gen Zer. We'll even call you a Z pluser. How about that? You're like 12, 13 at the most now. So you tell us, what year? 1971, 72, or 74?
See, I don't think 71 because that's when Magic Kingdom was opening up. I don't think Disney would have done two at the same time. I'm gonna get it wrong no matter what I do. Even if I put the right answer, I get it wrong. I'm gonna go 74. That sounds lovely. Let's do 74 because Blood on the Saddle sounds like something that would have been banging come 75. You know, it took a year, so yeah, 74. Let's lock that in.
It's locked in. You're getting in your head. Sounds
really
like.
did.
Yeah. Getting in your own head, bud. Not a good place
Good
to
old
be.
KMG.
As you once told me, if they change it too much out at Walt Disney World, there will no longer just be blood on the saddle. There will be blood all over Magic Kingdom.
Oh.
I'll never forget that.
Threats.
I'm coming. I will make sure
He's coming.
it happens.
Well, no. We disavow everything said by. This is not true.
It's quite a
if
quote.
anybody's watching, this is all not true. It's a joke.
Hello?
Relax.
Michael.
As CEO, Tyler declared it.
Wow. He's putting words in your mouth.
Well,
Yeah. Dangerous place, that boy's head. All right.
No.
Katrina.
YouTube, if you're watching, he's crazy. Don't worry.
He didn't say where the blood was coming from. It's fine. In what year did the Country Bear Jamboree first open at Disneyland Park? 1971, 1972, 1974.
I have no idea.
Oh.
See, I get Garrett's thought process because at 74 seems like a little late. You know,
I had a thought
mid
process?
70s. You know, it was cool back then. You know, in the 70s, the hip 70s
still is cool.
with like
Shag
lanais
carpeting.
and muumuus and all this other stuff. You know,
Yeah,
Golden
muumuus have always been
Girls.
really cool.
You know, you just let it hang out. Just let everything
Edna
hang with
Turnblad.
muumuus. Yeah, they had green carpet. They had Lucy dancing around, still in her smoke addict-y voice.
Yeah,
and
Lucy
stuff.
dancing.
Brady Bunch.
The Brady Bunch,
Whatnot.
yeah, with their bell bottoms and everything, just having fun.
Wow.
Just long,
A lot of
shaggy
things
hair.
of that decade that you're mentioning. Sure.
Okay. And
Anyway. But I don't know. I have no idea. I'm going to say 72 because it can't be 71. I don't know about 74 because I feel like it was around for a long time. I wasn't even alive. So
It can't be 71.
You weren't
said?
even a concept.
it can't be 71 because I already chose A. Are you going to do 2 A's in a row?
Okay, just-
He could do that.
I didn't know the reasoning. You just said it can't be, so I was like, well, why can't it be? What happened? Okay.
Watch, next one, he's going to do all
I know,
these.
now he's going to do 2 A's because of my thought
I
process.
am not a villain in this. So you're going with?
B.
B, 1972. All right. Tyler, in what year did Country Bear Jamboree first open at Disneyland Park? 71, 72, or 74?
I think I'm also going 72. And I feel like I have the opposite reasoning that Garrett does. He was saying like, oh, well, they built Magic Kingdom in 71 and they wouldn't want to build 2 at the same time. But I feel like they would definitely want to build 2 at the same time to save themselves money because
Garrett.
because they're going to be, if they have like, you know, if they're building one, build a second one for lower cost. I don't know. I feel like
CEO right here. Look at this noggin.
it just seems like
He's got
72 would be the time.
Operational mind over
72.
here.
it. Look at this.
When did Splash Mountain come out?
80s?
Yeah,
89?
yeah.
right?
Because I saw America Sings, or I don't know if I saw it, but I remember the building spinning and like the American flag on the side.
Never
like
stopped.
as a kid. Like so, So I was born in '85, so it was definitely, Anyway,
and memorable.
I'm just trying to imagine the map and just like a giant blank plot where Splash would eventually come a decade later.
yes, yeah.
Right. Well, Bear Country was back there. Remember, it was Bear Country before it was Critter Country. So,
Right.
Yeah.
I was always confused as a child, I remember being very confused by that building. What is that? It's moving.
What is going on?
What's happening? It's moving, and then it was empty, like, for years. It was nothing.
And then a mountain appeared.
Wait.
Wait.
That was at a different part, though. Yes.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, America's Savings was.
See, the mountain appearing wasn't as noticeable to me because it was on the far end of the park.
Sure.
You know? Anyway.
Yeah. All right. So it was 1972 you were going with?
Yeah.
Very good. Producer Tony, in what year did the Country Bear Jamboree first open at Disneyland Park? 71, 72, or 74?
Well, I'm the only one that actually was alive when all these dates were there.
You don't know
No
that.
way.
When I was there
Nah.
in
Old is Tony.
1976, it definitely was already way underway. So I'm going to say 1972 also.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Very good. So everybody's got 1972 except for Garrett. Are you feeling froggy, my friend?
Nah. That's Tiana. I'm feeling fresh.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
Wow.
that nice haircut.
That's what the shirt is all about, too. Goodness.
Handlines, baby.
Response here that we are going with for what year did the Country Bear Jamboree first open at Disneyland Park is B, 1972.
Yay!
Feels good to win.
Just
Woo!
the pain. It hurts. I don't know how to get over the pain.
You've been through a lot.
Oh,
Yeah.
Gotta get good at trivia.
Yeah.
yeah. Right now, there's blood in my heart, not blood on the saddle.
Well, wait. You want blood in your heart. That's a good thing.
Oh, very true. Okay, then I'm good right now. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good.
I
All
just
right,
wanted to
folks.
like move
What a
around in there.
Now that you mention it. Yeah. Will you stick around? We've got plenty more Canyon Report Live for you next.
You know, Walt Disney, he is seen as sort of this mythical creature nowadays, this magical man that could do no wrong, and yet he spent most of his life steeped in failure. From heartache to betrayal to death and even a breakdown of his own. It's often said that artists are tortured souls, and I think it's safe to say that Walt Disney was a tortured soul by his own standards most of his life. Walt Disney had to do some of the hardest things any person can do, and that is convince others of unimaginable dreams he had solely in his head. And oftentimes he had to stand alone in his own visions to make them happen. He was surrounded by family, he was surrounded by fawning fans in the public wherever he went, and yet so often he had to stand alone in his decisions and his choices. Only he understood what it was he was trying to do. He's more like you and me than I think a lot of us assume. Stand Alone, The Walt Disney Way. 10 Lessons for Harnessing Your Own Magic. A new book by me, Wade Heath. Available at Amazon or wherever books are sold. Be inspired by Walt Disney all over again.
It is time for the Disney List. Taking a look at some of the best and maybe not so great things across the Disney parks from coast to coast. This time around, though, it is all about how to make the most out of your spring break trip to Disney parks. From Disneyland to Disney World, spring break is upon us. What do you do to make it the best? I'm here joined by the lovely ones, Katrina Manzoni, Tyler Crouch, Garrett Hassel, to share their thoughts on this very important matter. We're going to begin with Tyler. Tyler's going to give us two each for Disneyland, and then we're going to jump around a little bit.
Yeah, okay. So, I mean, spring break, obviously, it goes without saying, it's going to be a crazy time of year. We all know that. Understood. I know this might be kind of an obvious one, but I really do think if you want to get the best or the most out of your spring break trip, get there as early as possible. And you're gonna be waiting around for a little bit, but I think you'll get a lot of those rides out of the way in the beginning of the day. If you're really all about rides, then that's the only way you're gonna be able to do it. I mean, you could go Lightning Lane or something too, but I mean, I think a lot of people are gonna have that idea. So I really think getting there early is like more important during the busy times than it ever is. And no brainer, right? But it just remember that it's gonna be crazy. So pack your patience and that's all you can do, really.
And spring break really has become one of those school time off periods where it stretches like 2 months depending on what district you're in and what state you're in. I feel like spring break is relentless in terms of not really knowing when the crowds are going to hit, because one day it could be manageable and another day it could be pandemonium and everybody shows up all of a sudden. So it's a very hard thing to gauge because of spring break schedules all across the country now.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. I mean, I know Garrett is going to get into and Katrina are going to get into Disney World, but I mean, even like out in Disney or out in Disney World, out in Orlando, I should say. Even Universal treats, they do the whole Mardi Gras thing that entire spring break stretch, and you should see how many people from Louisiana come there. I mean, it's insane, and I mean they get that whole thing for like a month and a half with just people swarming in there. So they've really learned how to capitalize on it. I think Disney does it with their Food and Wine, which brings me to my second one, actually, which here in Disneyland, I think one of the best ways to take advantage of your time is to go around and get all the like limited time little snackies that they have. And Food and Wine is one of the ways you can do it. And also like the Paradise Garden Grill does limited time stuff. So I think that's a great way to do it. I think right now at the Boardwalk, is it pizza and pasta or pasta and pizza? It's pizza and pasta.
Pizza and pasta.
Yeah. At the Boardwalk over there, they've got the
P&P.
The barbecue chicken pizza started on March 1st. Everybody loves a good barbecue chicken pizza.
I know I do.
And they got to listen, California Pizza Kitchen isn't that good.
Never has been.
It's never been good.
It's all hype.
And you know what? The thing that they're known for is the barbecue chicken pizza. I bet you Disney makes a better one. I'm just saying.
100%.
I'm just saying. But anyway,
you've said.
I digress.
Well, I thank you for that. Disneyland tips there. We turn to Garrett for Disney World tips now when it comes to making the most of spring break. What do you got for us, Mr. Florida?
First thing, utilize Lightning Lane, even though it can, add to the bill. It's definitely going to save you a lot of time and a lot of headaches, especially if you're trying to hit those e-ticket attractions like Tron, or Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. Utilizing Lightning Lane will help a lot. You can pick which time you get. You don't have to really get up and do like the 7 a.m. half asleep and hope that your phone works with connection. That's happened to me plenty of time. If you have the ability to do it, do Lightning Lane. It'll make things so much simpler, and then go to the park and just go throughout the day until you hit that Lightning Lane. And there's that. The second tip I'd say is don't overestimate how much you can accomplish in a day, because you will be very surprised at how little you can actually accomplish. Trying to be like, I'm going to do 3 parks in one day. No. Honestly, doing 1 park in one day is more than enough. If you're at Hollywood Studios, you could maybe hop over to Epcot for the evening fireworks or something. But I would say 1 park a day is more than enough time. So yeah, you're going to be spending a lot of time waiting in line. So, be patient, manage your time. Don't try and think I can accomplish everything. Enjoy it. Disney World's not going anywhere. So yeah, use Lightning Lane to get your favorite attraction in one of the 4 parks. And then from there, enjoy the park, hop in the lines you want to hop in. If there's bad weather, wait for it and a ride closes, wait for that ride to open up. But you don't need to go crazy trying to run around, trying to drive across, because Disney World's big. Trying to drive from MK to Animal Kingdom, that's a 20-minute plus drive depending on how everything is. And then you got 10 minutes to walk in from parking. Man, stay in 1 park, take your time, try to enjoy it. It's supposed to be a vacation, not a stressful situation. So yeah, just pump the brakes there and enjoy the ride.
Pump the brakes, hit it, and quit it. That's the Garrett way.
That's what we've always said.
That's his philosophy in life.
I stop, drop, I shut them down, open up shop.
All of it.
What?
That's how Rough Riders roll.
Oh.
Pop, lock, jam, and break like Martha in High School Musical. Also.
A movie
Sure.
I've definitely seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was more quoting DMX, but yeah,
Me too.
Martha, she's solid too.
Martha is along the same lines. I always thought.
You know, she's really good friends with Snoop Dogg.
She is.
Yeah, Martha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like Snoop's friend with everyone.
Yeah.
He knows everybody. Katrina.
Yes.
Thought it'd be fun if you shared one for Disneyland and one for Disney World when it comes to making the most of spring break.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
Well, Tyler took one of mine for the Disneyland is getting there early because yes, it's going to suck because you have to get there. There's going to be a long line. Don't fret because you'll see it and you'll be like, ugh, I do not want to wait in this. You'll go through the tickets. You're not going to lose any time. And then everybody gets walking through through Main Street. And then you go in the little hubs. And then that's when you can choose between you want to go like left or right type of thing.
Running of the bulls.
The running of the bulls, but you can't run at
Don't
the
run.
parks.
Walk quickly.
You pinch your little peaches and you just walk really fast.
Peaches getting pitched.
You pinch your peach
your
and
little
you go.
peaches.
So
I
anyway,
want that on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
it's true. Anyway, but I would say that's like a big thing to get stuff done. You know, the bigger tickets like Indiana Jones, Pirates, those type of things at Disneyland, because those are gonna, especially on a busy day, Pirates can be very, very long, along with Indiana Jones, because he's a little temperamental sometimes. It goes down, it goes up, you know. So if it breaks when you like are there when you first get in, you get a little pass to come back or go to another ride. So I mean, kind of like works.
You got
Anyway.
downtime. Go on Falcon. It's Tyler's favorite ride.
Probably
Yeah,
won't be much
don't
of a
skip
wait.
that one. Don't. But
You know what I've noticed? Can I just derail for just a second?
Jared.
why did you say this?
I've noticed that on Twitter now finally everybody is on my side.
It's true.
I don't know if you guys have seen this, but there's been like a
I have been
swell.
noticing.
There's been a groundswell all of a
Yeah, I've
sudden
seen
of
it. I've seen
everybody
it
saying,
too.
"Tyler, you've been right this whole time."
But
They
they
don't
don't
say
really
it like that. They don't say it like that, but that's what they're saying to me.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just
That's
wanted
the
to,
narrative.
I just wanted to point it out that I've noticed all of a sudden that everybody on Twitter doesn't like this ride, and I just want to say I've been saying that this whole time. Everybody, okay?
He
we
called
can
it
continue.
early.
We can continue on.
Anything else to say, Garrett? Anything else to bring up? No? Good? All right.
But anyway, but with Disneyland also is to also enjoy Food and Wine Festival, but also make sure you make reservations if you want to do dining, because that stuff goes by so fast at Disneyland. 60 days in advance, get it planned, because you can always cancel day of if you need to and not do it. Or there's things that pop up that you may want to change to, right? So brunch at Lamplight Lounge, that thing is going to go by so fast. So make sure you just make your reservations far in advance. Even if you don't think you're going to do it, book it. Then you can cancel it later.
Do it. Book
You know
it.
what I mean? Because you always, like, there's some people that go, I don't know if I really want to do this, but I don't know. And then it's too late. It's gone. Over.
Just like that.
Over. And then you're sad because you could have made a reservation and now you're like day of trying to find a wait list or
And
something.
that was going to be a memory, and you missed out.
And you ruined it.
Oh.
Anyway, so then let's hop over to the east.
Okay.
Ready?
Off we go.
And we're going to do
Japan,
the
the east.
East.
We're going to go to the Flower and Garden Festival.
Oh,
Not that far east. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's my favorite. My favorite festival. It's so beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's from February 28th to March 27th. It is so long. I love it. The topiaries are gorgeous. You can go there to Epcot all day and then just
They
look
got
at the
a Groot one this year.
topiaries,
Yeah,
eat
the
the
Groot one.
foods, look at the beautiful butterflies, because there's actually like a butterfly walkthrough, and then
Beautiful butterfly.
yeah, and then it's just so much fun. So enjoy it, because like all the flowers are blooming. You go to like Italy and stuff, and then you'll see like all these like beautiful flower arrangements that are just like so abundant. Then you go back to like Food and Wine or something, and then you go, where did all the beautiful flowers go? It's crazy.
I'm just going to have some wine. I'll be
I'm just
fine.
gonna have some wine and look at the water. I don't know. But Flower and Garden, coolest thing you could possibly do. Even, I mean, maybe for the young kiddos it may be a little boring, but you know, if you're like a teen or whatever, it's fun to like see the topiaries and whatnot.
I always feel like it's some of the best ones.
Get the slush that has the flower on top of it.
The slush
Like the
with
violet
flower.
lemonade. Love that. Or the lavender lemonade.
Oh yeah,
Where do you get that?
The Isle of...
You're going to get that by the entrance of World Showcase if you had the incorrect way of going to Canada first.
Okay.
That's why we never
So
go.
I don't get to get it until the end because I have to
We
go.
go to
I go the
Canada.
right way, so I
Yeah.
can't get it until
We go
I
to
have to go.
Mexico.
I have to go all the way through first.
If you go through International Gateway,
Okay,
and
fair.
you start heading the correct direction towards Mexico, you'll pass it. You just close your eyes at Canada. You don't look that way until the very end.
See, it's funny because when we do the International Gateway, we'll go to England, grab something, and then we'll probably just go to France and then go the other way to Mexico because there's like more food options when you go that way, so you can drink and
You
eat.
forget about
That's what the
Great
gateway
White
does
North.
to you.
It's really funny.
And quick correction, you said March. I know you meant May.
Oh, May, yes, May
27th.
27th, not March.
I was like, one
No,
month
no.
long. That's
Even though when I was like, it's so long, and they're like, yay, a month.
The
Yes.
longest.
May 27th.
I will be out there myself in a couple of weeks. I can't wait to drop in. It's been a while
jealous.
since I've been to Flower and Garden.
Oh, so pretty.
Favorite time of year.
I love it. It's like my
Yes.
favorite. It's my favorite festival.
Yeah, that weather alone is usually just the perfect combination
Yeah.
of cool, warm, and then when you're surrounded by that natural beauty that they bring in with all the topiaries. Such a great time of year.
I love
I like
it.
the orchids in Mexico. That's always like how they have the orchids on the trees.
Yeah,
It's so
those are really
beautiful.
pretty.
Yeah,
All
that's really
Colors.
cool. That little hidden
walk through.
walkway with the little
Yeah.
orchids all everywhere. It's beautiful.
That's a good little trick. Yeah, that's like a little tip right
It's
there.
because you go the correct way and you see it.
That's right. That's the correct. You don't go up the
Venture on
stairs.
in.
You go up the ramp.
That's right.
Crazy
Yeah,
people.
stairs
And
are
don't
for
climb
chumps.
the pyramid. Don't climb it.
Please don't climb.
Don't
the
climb
pyramid.
it.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
Yeah, stay off the pyramid.
Yeah.
Well, great tips from Disneyland to Disney World. The team sharing with you some of the ways to make spring break spectacular for you this 2024. What tips do you have? We would love to hear from you. As always, drop them down in the comments. All right, y'all. It looks like the end has come. Once again, to this lovely show. I hate it too when everything goes by so quick, and here we are at the other side, in tears, most of us. Garrett absolutely in a heap, ready to collapse. That was the heap sound.
Someone died.
He's heaping.
There he goes.
Oh, there
Oh,
it is.
man.
It's the worst part of his week when the show ends, and
Oh.
we want to thank you for being a part of it. Certainly, if you haven't done so already, hit subscribe over at the Kingdom Report on YouTube, and big old thumbs up means an awful lot to us as well. We will be back once again next week, Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific, for an all-new Kingdom Report Live. We'll see you then.